Out of the University of Louisville, free safety Calvin Pryor, joined by his agent Isaac Connor from A3 Athletics. Guys, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
What are your emotions night before the draft?
Right now they're everywhere, man. I'm excited, nervous, anxious, everything wrapped into one. But I'm very, very excited for the most part.
What are your emotions with your client sitting right here?
Exactly what he said. Nervous, excited, but faithful that things are going to work out the way they should.
I often find that players know where they're going to go. Even if you don't know, you know. What teams have shown the most interest in you throughout this process?
You know, it's a lot of safety help that's out there right now, and people are definitely looking at safeties. I'm one of the top safeties in this class. I've been reached by so many teams that need safety help, such as the Dallas Cowboys and Baltimore Ravens. So I don't think any team just stand out, but a lot of teams have shown interest in me.
Out of which one of those teams do you think your skill set can best be displayed? I know you want to go wherever you can go, but what is the team getting when they get you on their football team?
I would definitely say the Ravens, because they're built all tough and physical, and that's what type of guy I am. I'm a tough, physical, and I'm gonna make an impact right away. And I feel like if I did go there, their scheme would fit perfect for me.
I'm curious to get your take on this. Corey and I did a show on CBS with Phil Simms, and we did a mock draft. And Phil, you can see Isaac smiling already. Phil said that Calvin is the #1 safety in the draft, and he thinks he can go as high as 10 to Detroit. I'm sure that would make you very happy. Have you had contact with the Lions throughout this process?
At the Combine, I talked with him some and a little bit after my pro day, but haven't had much contact with him at all.
What is that like to hear someone like Phil Simms say you're the best safety in this draft?
It's great, man, because I feel like I've worked hard to earn this, and with him just saying that, man, it's definitely a blessing.
All right, Corey, nobody studies the film more than you. You got Calvin sitting right here. What do you see when you look at Calvin and his skill sets and how he's going to take those skills and it'll translate into the NFL?
Well, Adam, I think it's a great question because when I watch you play, one of the things that I notice is that, to me, you're going to be able to go to the next level and be a multi-dimensional safety and be able to swing both strong and free. You've come down and done some things in terms of the curl flat, but you've also played in the deep half and the quarters. I guess my question for you would be, off of what Adam asked, is, do you feel like your range is a little bit underrated?
I definitely feel like my range is underrated. When they talk about me and Ha Clinton Dix, they say he have the edge on the range part, and I'm more of an in-the-box safety guy. But when you watch my film, my first 2 years at Louisville, I played a lot in the post, and I was able to make plays in the post, getting from numbers to numbers and sideline to sideline. So that's definitely something I have to prove that I can do on the next level.
And Vance Bedford, the impact he had on you in school, it seemed like your eye speed this year went to another level. People always talk about foot speed, but they don't talk about eye speed, and that's one of the things that stands out when I watch you on tape. Give the fans a little bit of a view on how you see the game.
Yeah, man, Coach Bedford was definitely a big help, man. He made sure I watch film and study my opponents and study keys, and that's why I was able to play fast. And, once you have that preparation, you study your keys and you study what your opponents are going to do, you're able to play faster and make plays.
A couple other teams that I've heard that have interest in you, and I'm curious the contact throughout the process, the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. Have you talked with those teams?
I have. I've talked with those teams, they came to my pro day, and they've been in contact. They do have safety help that they need, and they've been in contact with me. And I can't control what decision they're going to make, but hopefully they draft me.
Isaac, where do you see him fitting in terms of that puzzle in the first round? What are you hearing?
I think anywhere, truthfully, between 10 and 20, Calvin could go. We've been in contact with several teams in that range of the draft, and a lot of teams right through there need safety help. So certainly we're hopeful. Anywhere from 10 to 20, we're going to be ecstatic.
How big is the posse that you're going to have backstage? The emotions are mild. Enough of this serious stuff. How about the fun stuff, enjoying it with your family and allowing them to experience the joys of being drafted and watching your dreams come true?
Exactly. That's what it's all about, because both of my parents are going to be here, and they raised me to be the young man I am today. And I definitely think, it's important that I share this moment with them. And not only are my parents going to be here, my daughter's going to be here as well.
Absolutely.
And she's one, so she'll have a chance, you know, to look back on and say, my dad was in the draft when I was there. So it's definitely a special moment, and I have a lot of family and friends that's going to attend the draft with me as well. And emotions will really be high, you know. Emotions will really start to spill tomorrow night, but more than likely it'll be tears of joy.
It's okay to cry, man. So
It's